Due to changes in the Elementor Header and Footer Builder plugin, I'm making a video to discuss how to create your header using the new plugin, which is the Ultimate Add-ons for Elementor. So this is the plugin, what it looks like. You would install it and activate it. Great, now that we do that, I want to, once that's activated, you'll notice you have UAE, which makes me think of the country United Arab Emirates, but it's for Ultimate Add-ons. If we click on UAE, you'll get to a menu that looks like this. And for the header footer, we're going to go to the top here, click on header footer. We're going to click on add new. And it's going to ask us to give it a title, and so let's call this the main menu. And I'm going to select an option of this being a header. It's going to ask me where I want this header to show, and most of the time I'm going to say entire website. But we could add an exclusion rule, like let's say you want it on the entire website except, and let's say we want it on the entire website except not on something else. So let's say maybe we don't want it on, let's just say, a search page, or it could be your shop page. It could be, yeah, it could be just one page in particular, but let's say I don't want it on the search page. And for anyone who's on the website, I just want everyone to see this particular header. Okay, so I'm going to publish it for the first time. And if I make any changes to it, I would have to make the changes and then update. And right now, I'm going to now see that I can edit this in Elementor. So I'm going to load Elementor. And we are going to have to do a few things. So I'm going to do a flex box. I'm going to do, for this first example, I'm going to do a 2-column structure. When it comes to this first element, I want to put in a logo. And so let me go down. There should be Ultimate Add-ons here that they will have what I need. So site logo. I'm going to put in, and actually I'm going to get rid of that for a moment. I'm going to delete that for a second because I hadn't selected this, I guess, properly. So I want to make sure that I have that selected. And for site logo, let me put it where I want it there. Now there's no site logo on this one that I'm working on that's already loaded in, so it's not pulling up a site logo. So that's, right now it's just going to look like this. Then over here, I'm going to click on that, and what I want is to put in navigation. And so I'm looking down at my Ultimate Add-ons to see what it has for navigation. But you know what? I see it here, but it says it's a paid for one. Let me just type in nav. And here's a basic navigation menu. And so now any pages that have already been created, this will automatically pull those up. And then you can do things like, usually the site logo, we make it a little bit smaller, in which I've just kind of dragged and dropped that. I can make this go all the way across. Yeah, I can make this a color, so like if I click my tic-tac-toes there and I go to style, I could make this black. Yeah, and if I want to change, yeah, anyway, so there we got that. Then we could put a border over it if we wanted to. If I wanted to change something about uh, that which menu it's pulling from a main menu, the one that I just created. But you could change, if you had other menus, you could click this caret and it would show you other menus that you could change. And so we could, then let's see, for the style here, we could change the color of the typography. Right now it's, or the font that we're using, we could make it an accent font. And we could give more space between each one if we wanted to. Let's see. So we got some of those things there. We could have it do different things. Oh, let me finish up with text color though. I was going to do something different. Let's say right now it is one of these. I'm not sure which one it is. Let's try the little bit darker one, see if that changes it. Okay, there it changed to a different one. So that's all on the normal. Now if you notice, we can have a hover effect. So when I hover over something, that it will behave in a certain way. So if I go to hover effect, I could make it look a little bit different. So maybe on a hover effect, maybe I will put the weight to extra bold. So when it's being hovered on, it will become darker. So let me just publish this for a second. Let's go to normal. And I have that. And let's say I want to view this. I'm going to preview changes to see what it would look like. So right now it's just doing that particular one. So when it's on normal, make sure that the normal is not extra bold. Normal is there. So let me go back and take a look here. I'm going to refresh. It hasn't fixed it. Oh, I haven't clicked publish, that's why. Okay, so let me go back and see if it's not giving me the hover effect. Hover. Let's go back to hover being bold. It's making everything bold, which I don't particularly want it to do. I want to make these things a little bit different. It could be that the non-paid version of Ultimate Add-ons might not let you do as much, which would be a shame, but it is possible that that's what's happening here. And we could also do, let's see if we could do an underline, it looks like. So when we hover, it does an underline. Yes, I'm going to publish this for the moment and just do one more look to see if it's actually okay. At least now with the hover, it's giving an underline so you can tell what's under there. All right, so that's one aspect to this. After we've saved everything by publishing it or saving it, I am going to leave here and I am going to exit to WordPress. Back to WordPress editor. Oh, actually, I don't want to go back to WordPress editor. I actually just want to go back to my dashboard. So let me click on dashboard. Okay, so now I'm going to go to appearance. I'm going to go to menus, and this is the order of the pages that are in the menu at this point. So when you see Contact About Home, there it's showing up in that way because of this appearance menu structure. And so you get to change this if you want. So you can drag and drop. So usually Home comes first, About usually comes second. And right now I have it as a child, which we don't want that, which would mean it would be like a drop down under Home. So I'm going to just slide it back over there, and now we have 3 pages. We could add another page to it, so let's say we want to add sample page. Add to menu. And now we have sample page there. And if I go back to here and I refresh, I haven't saved it though, so let me save first. And now we'll go back and refresh. And so now we have sample page there. All right, so this is what we're doing with the menus. You can also, if you right click on something, we can delete it, or go to the caret here is what it's wanting me to do, and I can remove a page from there if I want to delete a menu item here. In fact, I'm going to just delete this sample page, get that out of there. And if you wanted to add, to create a new menu, you could create a new menu as well. You could call it a shop menu or an about page menu. So you could click here to create a new menu. And let's just show that real quick. New menu. And let's just say we're going to do shop menu. And I create it. And then let's say that's the one I'm going to put an about page for. And I don't think I did it right. About page. Okay. And I could save that. And then if I want to create this new shop menu, I go back into Ultimate Add-ons, go back to header footer, which again we can click to it from there. I could also click to it under here. So go to header footer, and we could create a new one, and it could be shop menu. And I could also call that this is a header, and then I would select that I only want it on a particular page. So I could have that one page that would, so I could have specific page that I want it to show on, and let's say I want it to show on my about page. So then I have that, and let me go down this again, specific page, and it's going to be about. Okay. And we could select all, but also we can leave that blank. If it had just been like that, that's fine too. You don't have to do it. Then I'd click the publish. And I could edit this with Elementor now. So if I clicked on edit with Elementor, the one thing I want to show you is, let's say I'm just going to have a menu without having the site logo. Whoops. Come here, and let me get down to the Ultimate Add-ons and go to navigation menu here. And here now I have 2 menus to choose from. So shop menu. And then again, I can create it. I can add colors, change the fonts, etc. So hopefully this helps with this new, little bit new setup of the Ultimate Add-ons. And we don't have to have the paid version, fortunately, which when I first started trying to problem solve, I thought maybe we had to have the paid version, but no, we can do it. There just aren't maybe as many options, but we can still make changes. Let me know if you have any questions, and I can't wait to see what you create.